Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Sudbury, Ontario, as the Toronto Maple Leafs Centennial Banner celebrations continue from Bracebridge, Ontario, and Ace Bailey one day to this fine community and legendary Leaf captain George Armstrong the next. George would play in more games, captain the Leafs to more Stanley Cups, and play more seasons than any other player in team history. In fact, he's been a part of the organization for over 7 decades. A true competitor, a consummate leader, and with his banner now hanging in this great region forever, a constant reminder of the great person he is and always will be.
We're all thrilled to be here for such a special occasion, and it's wonderful to note that our own Garson Arena will become the permanent home for the official and original Air Canada Centre banner, where it will display the number 10 for generations of young players to come.
Lillian, we know your brother is a tremendous ambassador for hockey and for the Toronto Maple Leafs. What was he like as a brother?
I couldn't have asked for better. He was a really good brother, very, very good to me, and just a good all-around guy. And as humble a person as you'd ever want to meet. Am I correct in that assessment? Definitely, yes. He's doesn't like the flashy things. He's kind of laid back, and but still has his days of joking. Well, you probably know, making jokes, and has a lot of friends. Dad was a Maple Leaf fan, and George grew up being one also. And I think he was very proud to be a Maple Leaf. Treated very well by Mr. Smythe. What does this mean to have your dad's banner finally back home and for all in this great community to cherish?
It's great. I mean, you know, we've been to a few ceremonies recently honoring him, and you know what a humble person he is. You know, for the people of Sudbury, I think this is a terrific thing for sure, and for the family as well, that, you know, when our grandchildren come up to visit family and stuff like that, you know, we'll be in that rink for sure to check out the banner.
There's a young generation right now that would give their eye teeth to be just near the Stanley Cup and at center ice. You had that privilege back in 1967. What are your recollections of that night, historic event for the Leafs, for you and your dad?
It was the only Stanley Cup game that I was at, and luckily enough they won the game, and so there's a lot of memories about that. I think one of the funniest things is that goal that he scored, it was his dad or my grandfather that I was sitting with. My mom came and grabbed me and said, let's go down to the ice level. And of course, going down to the ice level through the gardens, we have to go through down the back way, down the stairs and stuff. So although I was at the game, I never actually did see the goal. I've seen it 100 and million times afterwards on TV, but I never saw it even though I was there.
So George Armstrong's banner hangs here temporarily at the Big Nickel, but soon to be taken to its permanent residence nearby at Garson Arena. And for George, who left back in 1948, leaving this great home to join the Toronto Maple Leaf organization, an opportunity to return 68 years later in the presence of a banner to stay for good.